Welcome to the Food Lion Kitchen. If you're looking for a great addition to your dinner or maybe a great side dish for lunch, we've got some good stuff for you. I've got Chef Ryan McGuire, who's a chef at Chef's Academy, to kind of walk us through some delicious greens. So what are we making?
Sure. So went to Food Lion the other day, and they had a nice variety of greens. We have some turnip, we have kale, and some mustard greens.
Turnip, kale, and mustard greens.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I ask you to do is to help me smash the garlic with the side of a knife. Might help.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then remove the skins. And while you're helping me with that, what I've done is rinse the greens a couple times. And I think it's really important to kind of show people how to clean greens properly. So I have them in a bowl of water, and what happens is when you're washing your greens, what happens is the dirt will, comes off the green, and it'll settle to the bottom of the bowl.
Okay.
So if I was to take this and just pour it into my strainer, that dirt is going to go on top of my greens, and I don't want that.
You don't want that.
You don't want it to happen.
No, I don't want that.
You're going to be eating it. So we're just going to take them off the top, right? And without disturbing all the grit on the bottom, and just put them in our strainer right next to us here.
And that leaves all the dust behind.
Yeah, all the dirt and sediment is on the bottom because it's a vegetable, it's grown in the ground.
Right.
It does have a little bit of dirt on it sometimes.
So this is the way you get it clean the right way.
Right, that's right. We're gonna start with some oil. We're gonna build our flavors. So just pop a couple of those cloves of garlic in our oil.
Okay.
And we're gonna kind of toast this a little bit. So I like to get these kind of nice and toasted, and what happens in the meantime is that you're flavoring your oil.
Okay.
So you're starting with a really nice flavored base already.
What about for people who don't like garlic? Like if you didn't, is there a substitute?
Well, you can use onions. You can do the same thing with onion.
Okay.
You can toast onions a little bit in your oil. That way you're still sort of flavoring your oil.
Okay.
And
still get that flavor. So
yeah,
you can still do other options when it comes to getting that flavor.
There's a lot of options that you can do.
All right.
So you see how nicely and brown the garlic's becoming, and it's starting to break down a little bit. There's the oils and the garlic are coming out of the garlic, and it's flavoring that oil really nice. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of crushed chili to our pan.
Crushed chili.
So it's doing the same thing essentially. Do you like spicy food?
Oh yeah, I do some spicy food every once in a while.
Now we're gonna add our. You might want to step back a little bit. Yeah, good idea. So now that we've done that, a good idea might be to dry your greens really well, because it's going to spark up just a little.
All right, so dry your greens really good.
Oil, as you know, oil and water don't mix very well.
Right. Now, do you want this on high heat when you make it?
Yeah, I think you want it to be pretty hot because it's going to start to wilt right away.
And this is going to kind of pick up all the oil and all the garlic.
All those flavors from that. We're going to cook it down just a little bit. A lot of times we're used to eating braised greens that are cooked down quite a bit. I'm going to add a little bit of cider vinegar. Because I think that also cuts the bitterness just a bit. Cook that down a little bit. And I'm going to season it up with a little salt and pepper. And that's really all you need to do.
Very simple.
We could add a little bit of stock. I'm going to use a little bit of vegetable stock. You can use chicken stock if you'd like. It's my Essentials vegetable stock.
Okay.
A little salt and pepper.
It seems so easy.
It's extremely
It's almost
easy.
like too good to be true, but it is true.
And if you wanted to add a little richness to this, which another thing that would kind of cut that bitterness is butter.
Butter.
So let's grab this bowl here.
Okay.
Plate it up. These are sauteed greens. You smell it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the garlic.
Yeah, the garlic and the little bit of that vinegar.
All the flavoring. Oh my gosh, now I really smell it.
Yeah.
When you just picked up that last group, I was like, whoa. That had a really intense smell. It was very good.
All right.
Delicious.
So those are our greens.
I love my greens. All right, here we go. In for the greens. Let me just tell you what, this will make my mom so happy. She'll be like, yes, eating all those greens and liking it, that's what this life is about. Oh my gosh, so much flavor. There's so much flavor in that. And this will be really great with anything, like with rice, vegetables.
Yeah, it's a great complement to anything.
Well, this is delicious, and if you want to have this in addition to your dinner or a side meal or a side dish, not to worry. You can do that. The recipe is on our website at mycarolinatoday.com.